All right, everyone, thank you for joining me today. I have a special guest, Harold Penner from Abundance Canada, and I'm very excited to have him here on Winnipeg Financial Planning because he'll be talking about donations and some tax planning. So Harold, why don't we start by you telling the audience a little bit about yourself and what Abundance is all about?
Sure. Thanks very much for having me on, Colin. Nice to be able to share with you and your viewers a little bit about this particular scenario. I'm Abundance Canada. I work with Abundance Canada. I'm a gift planning consultant. So Abundance Canada is a donor-advised public foundation, which means we work with individuals and their advisors. We help them develop their generosity plans, and then we can accept and receive a variety of different gifted assets from those individuals in the timing that makes sense for them. And then they can recommend to us the charities that they wish to support and the time frame for doing that. So my role as a gift planning consultant with Abundance Canada is that interaction with those donors, with their advisors, and helping them with their plans.
Okay. So you and I, we've met at various farm transition planning events and farm tax planning events. And the reason I wanted you to come on here is because you mentioned that a lot of farmers are donating and using Abundance as a way of doing so. So could you please explain to me in what scenarios you're seeing farmers donate?
Sure. We're finding there's three scenarios that we see with farmers. The first is farmers, like a lot of business people, in particular, farmers have a very capital intensive operations. And so during those active farming years, we see them tending to gift to us out of cash flow. Many times towards the end of the year, when they have a sense of what their year has been like, they will gift to us. They'll get a tax receipt when they need it at the end of the year. And then we have what we call give now, distribute over time is our approach. So they can get the receipt when they need it and then decide over time which charities they want to benefit with those donated dollars. So that's the first scenario. The second one is when those farmers are either selling or initiating their succession plan. And as they do those sales, there's going to be some taxable events. They might do a larger donation to us to offset those tax dollars. And again, they can get the receipt when they need it, and then they have as long as they want to make the distribution and the recommendations for those receipted dollars. And then the third scenario is retired farmers, and now they're not donating out of cash flow; they're donating out of assets they may have accumulated over time, and still supporting charities out of those assets. And that's where, in particular, they'd be working with individuals like yourself who are helping with them with their tax planning and their investments.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is making a donation when you sell your farmland is a nice way to reduce your tax bill. So that's a big one. Are there any other interesting tax planning strategies around donations? Because in my world, I love saving taxes. Donating is great, but if there's a tax benefit, I'm all for it.
Sure, there's two that are beneficial for farmers in particular, but others as well who have corporations. So the first is when farmers have been working with individuals like yourself, advisors, and they have some publicly traded securities that have gone up in value. There's going to be some capital gains there. They can donate to those publicly traded securities in kind to us. They get a charity receipt for the value of the shares when they donate them. And they don't have to pay capital gains tax because that's exempt when they do an in-kind donation. So there's some significant tax benefits for that type of donation. And then the second one is many farmers have their farms incorporated. They may have done an estate freeze. They may have pref shares. There's the opportunity for them to donate private company shares to us as well. There aren't the same tax benefits as doing publicly traded securities, but there are some tax benefits, or there may be, depending on the scenario, for donating the preferred shares to us as well. So those are the two scenarios that we see a lot of farmers using.
Okay. And to the best of your ability, I know you don't have a whiteboard behind you or anything, are you able to somehow draw that picture if a farmer is looking to donate preferred shares, how that would look and how that would work?
Sure. So we have a retired farmer who's worked with us for a number of years. He is transitioning his farm to his son, who's been operating it for a number of years already. The retired farmer has preferred shares, and every year he'll come in with his son. He will donate some of those preferred shares to us, and his son will immediately buy those back. And so we're able to receipt the retired farmer for the value of those preferred shares. He gets a charity receipt. The son is purchasing those shares back. So he has he's buying the shares from his father. So they're all good at that end. And there is, depending on the scenario, and in their case, they have it set up so there is some tax benefit to do that type of donation versus selling directly to his son and donating the cash to us.
Okay. So it sounds like Abundance, and what got me interested in having a chat with you is that you guys just offer different options. There's different ways of donating that could be beneficial versus your typical just donate to a charity locally, which you can still do that with your organization, correct? You can still donate locally.
Yeah, so we act, we're almost like a funnel. You can do one donation to Abundance Canada, and then we will forward those donated dollars to any Canadian registered charity. It could be your local church or community center. It could be something across Canada. It could be an international charity that is registered in Canada. So any charity we can forward those funds to. And so there's that benefit of working with a donor advised foundation like ourselves.
Right. So what I'm hearing is if you have a complicated situation, if you got shared and you're looking for some tax planning and you want to donate, definitely consider Abundance, because they may be able to do some interesting stuff and still get you that donation on a local level, international level, whatever you're interested in. So Harold, maybe to end, how can people reach you if they have more questions?
So they can reach me at hpenner@abundance.ca or go to our website, abundance.ca. They can also call our office at 204-488-1985 and get a hold of me that way. And that's about it.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Harold. Thanks again for coming on, and I look forward to chatting with you some more.
Sounds great. Thanks very much, Colin.
Thank you.